What's going on YouTube? My name is Black Sonic, and finally we have the Xbox One. Nobody thought it would be called the Xbox One. People thought it would be the Xbox Infinity, Xbox Fusion, exactly the same as me. I thought it would be called one of those names, but as I said before in my previous video, names can change literally at the last minute. So, I told you so. Now, I'm presuming that you've already seen like the live stream or a couple videos, because yesterday my sub box absolutely blew up with videos. Literally, I watched about 40 to 50 videos, no exaggeration, literally about 40 to 50 videos just explaining what it does, explaining what it might be able to do and all this stuff, and like professionals, like professional developers, and basically I watched a whole lot of videos. So I'm going to break everything I've seen down to you in bullet points. So I'm presuming you've seen the live stream already. I'm presuming that you've watched some videos before, because as I said, my sub box absolutely blew up and I'm sure you've seen at least something on it. So this is going to be a breakdown in bullet points, so you can send this to your friends if they ask you what's in the new Xbox, or you can just refer back to this video and repeat it. Now, new controller with better D-pad and no more battery pack. This is something that comes as good news to me, because we don't have to pay for batteries anymore. We just have to charge the controller like we do with the PS3. Doesn't need always on connection. This is something that everyone didn't want, and obviously Microsoft has seen that, and when we're not going to do that because nobody wants it. So basically you won't need an internet connection all the time. Like, obviously you might need it a lot of the time, but not all of the time. There is still no price. They didn't mention a price or anything like that, but quite a few people still say it's going to be around the $400 mark. So we'll see how that translates or whatever. It will be released at E3, because they have to save some things for E3, because if they don't, then they'll have nothing to show. And obviously PS4 will go and steal the show if they release everything now. And everyone was complaining, why is there no games? But that doesn't make sense to me, because it's an Xbox reveal. It wasn't meant for games. Yes, there are a few games, but they were like people who were in partnership with Microsoft, basically. Now, available later this year. Again, this would be strictly because of competition. They don't want to just reveal like the date, because obviously if they need to change it, it gives them room to change it, basically. So if they need to change it, if PS3 or PS4 decide to go, oh, let's release it on this date, then obviously Microsoft can release it on a different date accordingly, or on the same date if they want to go like full on head to head. Now, Forza release title and Quantum Break release title. We saw both of these like cinematics. It wasn't really gameplay. It's hard to say they were gameplay. It was more cinematics and all that. But basically, they will be available alongside the Xbox One. EA exclusive DLC to Xbox. This is something that came as a big surprise to me. I thought like it was just a Call of Duty thing to be like coming out, like to have DLC come out a month early. But this is literally EA exclusive DLC. That means it's not going to come out on PS4. It will only, the DLC will only come out on Xbox One, which I found very interesting. It's got HDMI in and HDMI out, which means you can plug like a cable box or a satellite box, Sky TV, anything like that. You can plug it into your Xbox and have it work alongside it, to work alongside the voice commands, which is the next bullet point. You can say Xbox on and your Xbox will turn on. You can say Xbox watch TV and it will watch TV even if you're in the middle of a game. And they've integrated Skype into it, so you can answer a call at the same time. You can, and it will pop up in like the sidebar. It's crazy. I think it looks really, really good. Now, something that I was very disappointed with was no backwards compatibility. I thought this was very, very disappointing. You cannot play Xbox 360 games on the Xbox One. Now, I was going to sell my Xbox 360 to get the Xbox One, because I wanted to get the Xbox One and the PS4 as well. So I had to compromise, and I said to myself, I'm going to sell my Xbox 360. But it doesn't look like that will be possible, because what if I want to do some videos on the Xbox 360 games, or if I just want to go back and relax, say like on an older Call of Duty, because that's what I do when I get fed up with the current gen Call of Duty. I'll go back and play an old one. But I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Now, pay to play used games. So used Xbox One games that are used, you will have to pay to play. This will be a small fee, like £3 or £5 or $5 or $7, something like that. But it's basically saying that you will have to pay to play used games. Again, this is information that I've gotten from videos of like professionals that have been in the industry for a very long time, and basically like they have leaked information, and this is information that they got from the conference, but Microsoft didn't exactly say. There will be a Blu-ray player, which is interesting because Sony own Blu-ray, so, well, from what I understand, Sony own Blu-ray, so I don't understand why Sony would give them the power to put a Blu-ray player in there, because it's the competition, but I don't know. 8-core processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 500 megabytes of memory, and no power brick. Now, something that they also mentioned, that there was no way for it to stand up. Like, I've got my Xbox 360 stood up right now. That's how I want it. That's how I would want my Xbox One. But it looks like it's only going to be able to lie flat. They might change this. Obviously, there was no little feet. There were people at the event, like, saying things over the live stream, what they could see and what they couldn't see. And there was no mention of any feet or anything like that. So we'll see if it can stand up. There might be a stand developed for it or something like that. Your gamer's tag and gamer score do carry over. This is something that a lot of people wanted, and there will be a lot of angry people if it didn't happen. Now, let me get into some Call of Duty Ghosts before the video ends. Leaning and sliding is confirmed. The sliding is very much like the dolphin dive. Like, you can't shoot while you're sliding. You can only shoot once you've finished sliding. The same as when you dolphin dive. You can only shoot once you've hit the floor. You can't shoot in midair. So I suppose that's where it's like nerfed, or that's where it's like sort of balanced. We saw the UMP, the M4, the TAR, and the AK-47 all make a return, which I'm quite happy to see them all back. You get a dog in the campaign, and hopefully this means you get a dog in the multiplayer. So it could be like a kill streak, like the escort drone. Maybe you get one dog and it follows you around, and obviously it has a better lifespan than the dogs in any Treyarch game. Like, you can't just knife it and it dies. But we'll see. It seems like a good kill streak. Now, custom characters and dynamic maps. This means maps are dynamic, so you can shoot a part of it or blow up parts of it, and it will change the way the map works for that game. Custom characters obviously means it's not just snipers that get different costumes when they choose their gun. That's the end of the video, guys. I'm sorry if I sound a bit crazy. Right now I have a sore throat and a very bad cold, stuffy nose and everything, but I had to get this video out for you, so please leave a like for me if you can. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. There will be more to come at E3 in just over 2 weeks, but obviously I'll have lots of videos before then, so I'll see you in my next video.